Welcome to the Productivity Pro Control Your Life webinar. I'm your host, Laura Stack, the Productivity Pro, and I'm pleased to partner with Daytimer to bring you this special webinar designed to support you in your continual quest to manage your time more effectively. For 20 years, I've been presenting keynotes and workshops on improving output, lowering stress, and saving time in today's workplaces. I've written several productivity books, including What to Do When There's Too Much to Do and Super Competent. In this video, I have two primary goals. First, we will discover a 3-step process to manage information. And second, give you 3 key criteria to evaluate your current time management system. Personal information arrives and gets stored in myriad ways today due to all of the shiny new technologies available to us. Most people track contacts, meetings, and appointments, daily to-do lists, master to-do lists, and notes within their personal systems. Effective information management actually involves 3 separate functions, what I call the COR or CORE method. To truly organize your time, you must be able to 1. Capture ideas and action items as they occur to you or as they're received, such as in email and during meetings. 2. Organize this information into tasks with start and due dates with a paper, electronic, or hybrid system. And 3. Reference your to-do lists, calendars, and contacts to guide your daily activities. Now, some people use one tool for all 3 functions. However, different methods actually might be effective for others. For example, some people are trying to go paperless and use a handheld that syncs to their email and calendar, and they enter tasks and appointments directly into their electronic device, organize incoming information, and reference it all in the same place. And this works really well for some people. However, if you're more of a paper person, this might not work so well for you. If you think of something to do, your first instinct might be to grab a piece of paper and a pencil, not your phone. So you could use your Daytimer planner for your capture method, and then a handheld for your reference tool. And that would be perfectly organized as well.
So that I could then be the guy here, so that I could then be doing this, so that I can then do this. And so all of that movement is basically created by the intention of where do I need to be in that story. So your movement in front of an audience always comes from your intention to connect or to have a certain effect with the audience. Do not wander, do not pace. Move with intention.
Hello, I'm John Cilio, and I speak around the world to Fortune 500 companies and businesses like yours about preventing identity theft and data breach inside of your organization. My expertise comes, unfortunately, from experience. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love to start businesses. Several years ago, a new business partner and I launched a software company that became highly profitable in its first few months of operation.
It's about 67 minutes of practical video learning, perfect for sharing with your team. It sells every day for $297 plus shipping and handling. We'll also provide 1 free Success Insights, Behaviors, and Motivators assessment, which we sell for $155. It's free in order to show you a powerful tool that's available, a great way for team members to better understand and communicate with each other. 50 pages of great information here. Also part of the package is a free 45-day trial in our Making Managers into Leaders 12-minute weekly video learning series. You can use these weekly videos as a tool for your entire team to start developing together. Since the monthly price is $97, the value of this for 45 days is $145.50. And remember, when you're actually paying in the future that $97, the whole team gets the benefit for the price of one.
I think that those of us who are smart enough and put in the energy to do recovery and work the steps are the ones who are seeing things in these dysfunctional families that other people don't see. And so I switched it from, let's not be black sheep anymore, let's be giraffes, okay? So here's the picture I got. If you can imagine this meadow, this huge grassy meadow, and at the very end of the meadow are these tall, tall trees. And at the top of those treetops are horizons and rainbows and opportunities and visions and all kinds of exciting things. But in this big grassy meadow is this huge flock of sheep, okay? And the sheep all look alike, and they have their head down, and one is doing exactly what the next one is doing, right? And then in the midst of the meadow with all these sheep are a few, just a few, giraffes. Now the giraffes have these long legs and this long neck, and they can see the tops of the trees, and they can see the visions, they can see the horizons and the rainbows and the possibilities. And so I think you all should join the Giraffe Club, because giraffes need other giraffes, right? So welcome to the Giraffe Club.
Hi, this is Ron Carr, author of the CEO best-selling book, Lead, Sell, or Get Out of the Way. Were you ever asked to motivate a team of 15-year-old girls? That's what happened to me a couple of years ago. You see, my daughter was playing summer softball, and they were 8-8 for the season, and they qualified for the playoffs. And all of a sudden, they found themselves in the semifinal game, where if they won, they go to the finals. So the coach came up to me and said, "Hey, Mr. Motivational Speaker, do your thing, motivate them. You got 5 minutes." And I'm looking at these girls and I'm going, what am I gonna say to them? Especially my daughter, who's hiding behind her hands saying, "Please do not embarrass me." So I looked at the girls and I asked them this question. I said, "Listen, if I ask you not to think about pink elephants, what are you thinking about?" And they all yelled at once, "Pink elephants." But I said, "Why?" I told you not to think about them. You see, the mind can't process the negative. So if I ask you not to do something, you're concentrating on the thing you don't want to do, and guess what's going to happen? It's like if you went up to the plate and you're thinking about not wanting to strike out, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to strike out. But what if you thought about the opposite? What if you thought about the home run you wanted to hit, and you saw yourself hitting the ball flawlessly and then going over the fence? What do you think is going to happen then? You're probably going to do better than if you were thinking about not wanting to strike out. That's exactly what happened to the team. This was a 500 team, and they hit like they never did that summer. They won 13-4. Now look, I'm not here taking the credit. They did the work. But what got them into the right direction was their mindset.
And she just lapped it up. And you know what dogs do when they get peanut butter in their mouth? But the pill went down. Hide the pill in the peanut butter. Now, what has that got to do with the power to persuade, the magic of story? Well, in this metaphor, that pill is the good medicine that you have to communicate to your audience, to your customers, to your employees, to your stakeholders. That's your ideas, that's your concepts, that's your information. But sometimes, would you agree with me, that pill is a little hard to swallow for your audience? Sometimes it's boring, sometimes it's technical, or sometimes it's literally a bitter pill. It's bad news. It's not good news at all. And yet somehow we've got to find a way to communicate this information in a way that they are able to swallow it.
U stands for usable. To be truly usable, your personal time management system must bring together the personal and professional aspects of your life in one place, making it easy to switch between them. Everything needs to be included. Calendars, to-do lists, work schedules, private schedules, family schedules, kid activities, personal appointments, vacation plans, professional, private contacts, the works. In particular, all your calendars should be included, such as syncing your Google Mail to your work mail on your phone. Otherwise, conflicts are inevitable. For example, if you can't check to see if your son has soccer practice on Thursday afternoon because you've left your family calendar at home on the refrigerator, then you might inadvertently plan a business meeting at the same time and end up with a conflict. It's better and easier to keep your entire life in one place, in a format you can easily reference at all times. Now, I accept Outlook meeting requests electronically and then reference the appointment in my day timer. Then I add my personal appointments into my day timer as well, so it becomes the one central place for my life. G stands for garbage free. If you use a planner, a binder, or a notebook, what would happen if you picked it up and shook it? Would you witness a blizzard of falling papers? Any loose papers you're working with should go in a tickler file, the appropriate file folder in your office, or your briefcase. Trim your system down to the categories you intend to use. Bottom line, creating the system of your dreams is easily doable if you follow the core and the HUG principles of time management. Don't feel pressured to move to a particular system if it's a poor fit to you personally, or it isn't suited to your work and life situation. I've known people who tried to go entirely paperless, who went back to their day timer, to a limited extent at least, because they discovered they were more organized with paper than without it. So keep trying different methods until you find the perfect method for you. On behalf of Daytimer, thank you for watching this webinar. If you're looking for a productivity or time management speaker at your next event, please contact me at laurastack.com. For more information on Daytimer's full line of time management solutions, please visit daytimer.com. And you can find my Productivity Pro Planner at daytimer.com/LauraStack. Thanks for the gift of your time. I hope I've been able to add some value in your life. Make it a productive day.